This video is sponsored by Full Reptile Collective, brought to you by Dan Hardy. Head over to their website at fullreptile.co.uk where you can find anything from training gear, t-shirts, hoodies, all the way to coffee. For an exclusive 10% off, use Dan Said So at checkout. Make sure to also check out their YouTube channel for some of the best MMA content out there, bar my own. Let's get back to the video. Alright guys, co-main event for UFC 275 is my favourite fighter, Valentina Shevchenko, and she is returning against Taila Santos, 19-1 currently, and looking like a real good fighter, to be honest. You know, not overwhelmed me, to be honest, but she's got some very good records right now, very good names on her record with Gillian Robertson. You've got Molly McCann on that record, but not finishing someone like Roxanne Modafferi does worry me with someone that's about to take on Valentina Shevchenko. Joanne Wood, we all know what state she was in when she took that fight. She just got married, and that was very worrying. We went through it, and we're not happy with that decision, especially with John Wood. You should know better with your own fighter. But for me, Valentina is borderline GOAT when it comes to women's MMA. She's got a very sketchy split decision loss to Amanda, and I scored that as a draw. I am a little biased, but I did score it as a draw. And before that, you know, when she lost, it's another Amanda Nunes loss, and before that, I can't even remember. It's a long time ago. It might have been Liz Carmouche back in the day. I think it was
Holly Holm.
No, she beat Holly Holm.
Yeah, she beat Holly Holm, and yeah, I thought you were trying to figure out the fight. Yeah, but either way,
yeah, I'm just talking about losses. But yeah, Valentina Shevchenko, masterclass. She beats people without even getting hurt. She does it without getting touched, and that's her game plan. People argued she should have been beating Lauren Murphy way before it hit, you know, the 18-minute mark of the fight or whatever it was.
Okay.
She didn't get touched. Lauren Murphy didn't land a glove on her for 4 rounds. Didn't land a glove on her. She beat her senseless. Crucifix Jessica Andrade. Grappled her at her own game. Lost 1 round to Jennifer Meyer, and people were thinking, oh, there's a hole in her game. That's the kind of level Valentina's at. So where do you put Taila Santos amongst the level of Valentina, and do you give her a chance in this one?
So Taila Santos is just the next in line here for me.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but this is not one that I think that is going to be the one to crack the Valentina Shevchenko problem. And Valentina got like 16 takedowns against Jessica Andrade. I think it was some sort of record for the division
within 6 minutes.
Yeah, within 6 minutes. I mean, she, since losing that round to Jennifer Maia, has not lost a round, and she has not allowed a fight to be finished. Taila Santos lost a round to Gillian Robertson in that fight. Gillian Robertson had a deep armbar on her in that fight. I think that Valentina Shevchenko most definitely gets this win, and I will be predicting a submission for me. I think that is clearly for Santos. You look at the record, and before getting into UFC, she had faced absolutely nobody. Getting into UFC split decision against Mara Romero Barella. She's bounced back.
Very padded record, isn't it? It's a very padded record.
Yeah, it's a padded record. She's bounced back from it well. Santos is very, very strong, very, very physical. So is Andrade. So is Lauren Murphy. So is a lot of her opponents. I think that the strength is used against Santos here by Valentina. Valentina is 34 years old. So I do think we're about a year or so away from starting to talk about when that decline really starts to happen. But there has to be acceleration from this division, which there hasn't been. Valentina is lapping this division. Santos might have been ready for the spot at another point. She's nowhere near ready at this point. Coming off of her last performance, in my opinion, it was okay. Santos does not have much of a chance in this fight for me. Valentina, she's the best female fighter in the world right now for me, pound for pound.
And me too,
it's just, for me, the question really is when Valentina goes up to bantamweight to take on Pena. If Pena hangs on to that title, she's going to go up to bantamweight and take it.
Yeah, I think at this stage as well, seeing how Nunes looked against Pena, if she won the belt back and wanted to take a third with Shevchenko would finish Nunes from what she looked like.
I'll tell you right now, not that this is that breakdown, but since it's going to be a shorter breakdown here, I'm taking Pena over Nunes in round 2.
Oh, okay. I like that a lot. We'll discuss that one when we come to it. But for this one, yeah, I think Shevchenko beats her everywhere. I think striking-wise, her distance management is second to none. Doesn't get touched for a reason. She's really got that karate bounce to her game now as well, where she stands like a Thai boxer, kicks like a Thai boxer, but moves like she's done karate for 50 years and she's 34.
And she's still using the whole game. She's not just a striker.
And she's forever evolving. She lives and breathes this with her sister. So for
I
me,
really see an armbar finish. That's like in my mind.
That's really specific. I love it.
I know. It's like how you know that's what I really see in my mind's eye. Is the armbar finish of Santos here.
Is that from top game or bottom game? Do you think Talia's going to try and grapple Shevchenko?
I think Talia's going to try to grapple. I think Talia's going to try to bully her. I think Talia. That's a good thing to kind of point out here. How does Talia? What's Talia's approach to this? Not that I think she's winning, but I think Talia's going to go in there and try to use her physicality, use her force, use the cage pressure. She's not going to want to be in space, allowing for movement with Valentina. I believe that she will try to get on top, and I could see if she does get on top, I could see an armbar type finish like in the first Pena fight in Denver, Colorado with Valentina, where she got that armbar finish after kind of getting bullied a little bit from the cage against Juliana before that fight.
Just the size, isn't it? You think Talia's as good as these 135ers with the size, though? Like, Pena's a big 135er.
Talia's a big 125er. I think that's what she thinks she's gonna. That's her best. That's her best hope.
Yeah, I think I agree.
She's not gonna crack Valentina, and that's her best hope is to bully her.
Yeah.
And get on top and rock it 3 out of 5 rounds. That's her best hope.
She's doing the Jennifer Meyer approach, essentially. Then.
Yeah, exactly. Maya had and good luck for how long that can be successful. I don't think that I think the problem with this division and all these fighters that are going against Valentina is that they can maybe do what Jennifer Maya does for 1 round, but what Jennifer Maya couldn't do was develop 3 different round game plans to win 3 rounds. And you're not going to win the same way against Valentina round after round. She's going to go back, adjust, and you're not going to get her there again. So, like with Maya, it's like, if she could have done that for 3 rounds, no one's going to be able to do the same thing for 3 rounds of Valentina. So what diverse game plan is Santos going to get? Because I do not think Santos can finish Valentina. So what 3-round diverse game plan at least can she do to win? And how many times has Santos gone 5 rounds?
Never, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just a wash. Valentina's killing it.
Let's go. I'm with that. I'd be shocked if anyone in the comments disagrees, to be honest. Valentina.
Yeah, you can be the cool guy. Go ahead. Or girl.
Or girl, yeah. Nah, we've both got Valentina then by devastating submission. We'll go.
Submission. Armbar.
I'm going to go crucifix again. Excellent.